Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another haul video for you. I know this is definitely a different kind of haul than what I typically do, but I have been purchasing a lot of pens lately. I guess these are sort of since September, if I'm remembering that correctly. But yes, I wanted to go through all of the pens that I have purchased from Amazon, Pen Gems, Shop Villa Beautiful, and from JetPens.com. So without further ado, I will just get into the pens. Alright, so the first shop that I have is Shop Villa Beautiful. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see those a little bit better. I do have 4 pens here. These were from 2 separate orders, I think. So the first one that I have is the Aster pen. This is the purple with the black gems. I probably should have taken these out of the plastic before I showed them to you, but it's got her logo on there, and yes, as I mentioned, the gems are black. It's got black hardware as well. And then all of her pens do come with this super cool gel tip. I haven't taken the wax off of it yet because I didn't want it to dry out before I had a chance to use it. But all of her pens do have the same kind of ink. So let me just take the rest of these out of the packaging and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back and all of the pens are out of their packaging. So like I mentioned before, this first one is her Aster pen. This next one is her Celestial pen. And what's cool about this one, if my camera will focus, come on, is that in the center here, she's got these really beautiful stars mixed in with the gems. Come on, camera. Oops. Now I'm out of focus. All right, I think you might be able to see those pretty well there, but it does have stars and I thought that was super cute. Then I have her Sakura pen, which is this gorgeous blush pink color. And it does have a couple different shades of pink for the gems. And then the last pen that I have is the Kumo pen, which is, I believe, cloud in Japanese. And it does have the rose gold hardware and the blue gems as well as the blue cap and end. So that is everything that I have from Shop Villa Beautiful. So the next shop that I have is Pen Gems, and I have 3 pens from them. I wanted to show you guys, it's got kind of similar packaging to the Shop Villa Beautiful pens. And I will take these out of the packaging and I will be right back to show you what they look like. Okay, so I am back with the 3 pens unwrapped. So the first pen that I have, this was the collab between Pen Gems and the 1407 planners. Come on. There it goes. Oh, that's upside down. Sorry about that. The Pen Gems logo is stamped into the pen clip, which I think is gorgeous. And then you have these like mauve and ice blue gems on the inside, along with the tan barrel and, of course, the silver hardware. All of her pens do come with a ballpoint tip, and I almost always switch these out for a gel tip because that's what I tend to prefer, is gel instead of ballpoint. So yep, that is the first one. The next one that I have is Ice Queen. This has the matte silver hardware and these gorgeous iridescent gems in the barrel. Again, this is a ballpoint pen, which I will eventually switch out. And yes, that is the Ice Queen pen, and the last one I have is Light Dance, again with the iridescent gems, although these are a little bit bigger than the ones in Ice Queen, and I loved this one because of the multicolor barrel. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that on camera. It's a little bit easier to see when it's farther away, I suppose. But I loved how pretty it was. Come on, camera. With all of the different rainbow shades on the barrel. So that is everything that I have from Pen Gems, and if these are still in stock, I will try to link them below. If they're not, I will just link the website below where you can purchase other pens that are similar to these. So that is everything from Pen Gems. So next I have a few pens from Amazon. The first 2 are the Sarasa Grand. I'll zoom this out a little bit so that you can see the packaging a little bit better. I will take these out of the packaging when I go to do the pen tests, but yes, these are the black ink 0.7 millimeter tip gel pens from Sarasa. I do believe that these are refillable. I think these are in like a metal barrel. But actually, you know what? Let me just open one now. Okay, so here is the black one. I'll just bring it up so that you can see that a little bit better. If my camera will focus on my hands. There we go. It has the Sarasa stamped on the pen clip. And then again, because this is a gel pen, it does have the wax on the end to prevent the ink from drying out. And so again, at the very end of this video, I am going to do swatches of all of the pens in my bullet journal. And so you guys will get to sort of see how the pens write and things like that. At the very end of this video, I am going to go through all the pens first and then do the swatches and have some music playing over it. So if you are interested in the swatches only, then just stay tuned till the end of the video. So those are the first two pens that I have from Amazon. The next set of pens is from Pentel. These are the Pentel Energel Liquid Gel Ink. These are the extra fine 0.3 millimeter tip pens. These are definitely a little bit more on the finer side than what I typically like to use. Usually I'm, in my planner at least, I use like a 0.5 or a 0.7 millimeter tip, but I thought these would be nice just to try something different, so I wanted to pick these up as well. Then I have two of the Energel Alloy pens. These are also the premium liquid gel pens. They are the same brand, the same sort of style as the previous Energels that I showed, except that these are the refillable version. I did get both of these at the same time on Amazon, but I wanted to show you the packaging, and then I was just too excited, and I had to take this one out of the packaging, even though I haven't pulled the wax seal off of it yet. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Oh, that's a gross noise. I apologize. But yes, these are refillable on the inside. I believe the regular Pentel Energels are as well, but I thought it would be better if I had something sturdier that I could refill a good number of times. So I did pick up the two alloy versions of the pen as well. Next from Amazon, I do have the Sakura Jelly Roll white pens in the 05, 08, and the 10. I thought that these would be good for my bullet journal. Again, I don't really use my bullet journal for planning purposes. I pretty much only use it to plan out all of my YouTube videos and things like that. So, yeah, it's not something that you guys typically see on my channel, but let me know if you are interested in seeing a like monthly layout for my YouTube bullet journal, or sort of how I use my bullet journal video. But anyway, I bought these to write over some of the colored pens that I will be, well, I guess I will be showing mostly the lighter versions of the pens because I bought a bunch of highlighters, but I would use these to write over my darker, like Tombow brush pens and things like that, just to, I don't know, do something a little bit different. So I picked these up as well. Also from Amazon, I picked up a big pack of the Zebra mild liners. I do have another pack of Zebra mild liners. This is like the second or third time that I've purchased these. So this is a repurchase for me because a lot of my mild liners are running low on ink and I just needed to restock on these. So I did pick these up as well. And then finally from Amazon, I also picked up the Tombow dual brush pens in the pastel colorway. It does come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 shades and then a blender pen. I was really hoping that you'd be able to see that through the packaging. But so this is what the typical Tombow pens look like. They've got the brush tip on the one side, and then there is like a fine liner kind of end on the other side. And then you can do a lot of really cool things with these, what are they called? With the blender pens, yes. Just, so these are basically like clear ink, or, I don't know. I mean, I know all of these pens are water-based, so I don't know if they just put water in this, but I would assume that there's something else in there, but you can just use these to blend your Tombow brush pens. And that is everything from Amazon. Moving into my JetPens order, and also within the Tombow brush pen line, I purchased the Tombow black brush pen. This is the N15 shade, And again, I will show swatches at the very end of this video, but it does have a brush tip and a fine liner tip at the other side, just like the rest of the brush pens that I showed you before. And yes, this one is just in black. So next I purchased a number of the highlighter sampler packs from JetPens. So the first one I have here is the blue-green sampler, and they did come rubber banded like this when I purchased my order. So I'll just sort of, oops, I'm just gonna go through these pretty quickly, but there is a Stabilo Boss highlighter. There are a couple different shades of the mild liner. Oh, and I forgot to mention the mild liner has a chisel tip on one side and a fine liner marker tip on the other side. So yes, 2 of the mild liners. And of course the Stabilo, I believe, is also a chisel tip. I don't know if it's easier to see it over the white background or over my hand. I don't know. And then it also came with the Staedtler Text Surfer Classic, which I believe is also, yes, it is also a chisel tip. Wow, that was a little bit challenging to get that cap off. I guess that's a good thing. Then there is the Morris Highlighter Retractable. And that again is a chisel tip. I would expect that most of these are probably chisel tips. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you click in and then you pull back to get it to retract. That's pretty cool. I like that. Then there is the Just Fit highlighters. I can't read the rest of it because I don't speak Japanese. So I'm sorry about that, but this is also in one of the blue-green colors. Then I also have the Uni Pro Plus. I think, is this a Uniball pen, I think? But what's kind of cool about this one is that in the center there, it's got a window through the chisel tip so that you can see the writing that you're going to be highlighting, which is kind of cool. And then again, this one is dual-ended as well. And then the last one in the blue-green pack is from Friction, the Pilot Friction Light. Again with the chisel tip, but these are cool because they've got the little eraser nub on the back so that you can erase your highlight if you make a mistake. So that is everything for the blue-green pack. Next, I have the purple pack, and it comes with a similar assortment of highlighters. The first is the Stabilo Boss, again, a chisel tip. Then we have another of the Just Fit dual-ended highlighters. The Uni, what am I trying to say here? I guess I was mistaken. It wasn't the Pro Plus, it's the Propus highlighter. Again, these are dual-ended and they have the window and the chisel tip. Then I have the Zebra Optics Easy. This is another chisel tip. Again, I would expect most of these to be chisel tips. And then this is another one. I wonder what the difference is. I think the darker one, this is probably a quick dry, if that's what Q dry means, if I had to guess. So yes, there's another Uni. Then we have another mild liner, and you know that I love mild liners. And then Kira Rich is the next one. It's kind of cool. It's got like a glittery cap to it. Oh boy, the whole pen is glittery. Well, that will be interesting for sure. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but the actual ink itself is a little bit glittery. Can you see that? You might be able to. So that could be either really fun or really messy. And I guess we'll find out when I do the swatches. And then the last one is another Pilot Friction highlighter, again with the eraser nub on the back. And that is everything in the purple pack. Next, I have the blush pack of highlighters. Again, very similar assortment to the last couple that I had with another Stabilo, another Zebra mild liner, another one of the Propus windows. We have another of the Morris highlighters. Wow, that actually looks really fluorescent in person. I hope the camera is picking it up and I hope it's not freaking my camera out. But I guess we'll find out. Then there is another Friction pen, with the eraser. And then lastly, in the blush colorway, we have the Accenti Soft highlighter from Monami. So again, I will link all of these sampler packs down below where you can check these out. I do believe that they're still in stock right now. So yeah, I will leave it linked where you can check these out. Next, I have the pink highlighter sampler pack. These are extra bright and will probably freak my camera out, but first we have the Staedtler Text Surfer Classic. We have the Optex Care from Zebra. This is another chisel tip. Okay, so this is just a regular click pen. My camera is struggling to focus today. Then we have another Kira Rich pen. This one also looks pretty glittery as well. So again, that'll be kind of interesting. I've never seen a glittery highlighter before. That's kind of a new thing for me, so I'm excited to try those. Then we have the Unipropus pen. Again, this is the dual-ended. We have another one of the Pilot Friction pens with the eraser on the back. That definitely looks a lot brighter than the blush one I just took out. Then we have this is called a Beetle Tip 3-way marker. So here is what the tip is meant to look like. Come on. There it goes. So you're supposed to be able to use it 3 ways. It's kind of interesting. I feel like I am just going to goof that up in all sorts of different ways, and I'm going to be very confused when I try to use it, I feel like. But I don't know, it could be kind of cool. I'm interested to try that one. Then we have the Mogini line, the Just Fit. This kind of reminds me of a mild liner. I wonder if it's dual-ended. It is not, so it's just the chisel tip on the one end. And then lastly, we have the Zig Brush Highlight Pronto. This is the Kuretake, and this is a brush pen highlighter, which I think is kind of neat. So I'm excited to try that one as well. That is everything in the pink highlighter set. Next, we have the magenta highlighter set. We have another Stabilo Boss pen. We have 2 more mild liners, and I know that these are sort of duplicates of the mild liner pack that I purchased earlier, but as I mentioned before, I really do enjoy the mild liners a lot, and I go through them quite a bit as well in my bullet journal. The next one I have is the Spotlighter 2 from Pilot. I do believe they sell all of these individually on their website as well, so if you're interested in just a couple of them, you can pick them up that way as well. Then in the magenta, we have the Optex Easy, again from Zebra. This is another chisel tip pen. And then lastly, for the magenta, we have another Propus 2. That's kind of neat. This one seems a little bit shorter than the rest of them. Not that that really matters a whole lot, but then there is the chisel tip as well. And that is everything in the magenta highlighter pack. Next, I have the blue highlighter pack, which has some familiar pens in here. We have another one of the Beetle Tip pens. That's a little bit strange to me. I guess we'll see how it works when we swatch them, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to try. Then we have another one of the Staedtler Text Surfer pens, another Pilot Friction pen, another one of the Propus Q Dry pens. Is that what this one is? No. Okay. I feel like one of these must be quick dry and the other one must be the regular one, but I'm not sure. Then we also have the Just Fit Mogini line. Again, this is just the single-ended. Then we have the Kira Rich. This is yet another glitter highlighter. I feel like as a child, I would have just gone absolutely spasmaniac for all of these glitter highlighters, because I was a big highlighter fan when I was a kid, so interesting to try those. And then the Spotlighter 2, again from Pilot, and another one of the Zebra mild liner pens as well. That is everything in the blue highlighter set. Last but not least, I do also have an orange set of highlighters. Again, we have another one of the Stabilo Boss pens, the Staedtler Text Surfer Classic, the Zig Brush Highlighter Pen, the orange. This looks really light for being orange, but this is the Friction Highlighter. Another one of the Zebra Mild Liners. You guys know these are my favorite. We have the Uni Propus Q Dry, the Pentel Fit Line. Oh, this is a new one. Wow, that's bright. That's really bright in person. And then we have another one of the Optics Care pens as well. So that is everything that I purchased from JetPens, and I will go ahead and get into the swatches, but before I do that, I also wanted to mention the paper and the notebook that I will be using. All right, so I'm going to set these to the side for a second. So I will be using, this is my bullet journal for my YouTube channel. This is one of the Scribbles That Matter journals. This is in the A5 size. It does have the 160 GSM paper, so it is pretty thick. It is dotted and numbered. But yes, I just wanted to mention that for all of my swatches, I will be using this bullet journal, and we will just go ahead and get right into it. But before I go ahead and get into the swatches, I wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video, for checking it out. Please, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and give it a thumbs up so that I know that you like videos like this, and I will see you in my next video.